What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to be going over my mono fire team that I made. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. This is the same team I actually used in the tournament. So yeah, and so with Seer Knight, it's Brawny Clever, Health Amulet, and it's Searing Steel, Flaming Kick, Power Focus, Barbs. And the reason I have this set is because Slapdown isn't really necessary in mono type. And I do like the Flaming Kick for I just like the coverage in general, and I have power focus, so I'm able to beat opposing Chartiki. Because Sirna is pretty valuable in the opposing fire matchup, and this set basically makes it as bulky as possible. It gives it some strength, and I believe this speed allows it to outspeed, I think, 48 speed chart. I'm pretty sure at least. And yeah, so that's your night. Awakening to just has more damage. Sets barbs, which is really useful. And then next up, chart. It's standard set, and 200 it's basically just robust smart. You tank melee hits, you do a lot of range damage back. You don't really need the range defense because there's other things that cover that side. And it's just a standard burn up set. And the speed, I forgot what it was for, but probably useful. And yeah, so it also is the Flash and Flee absorber for the team, and Plant is just really nice because it is not weak to water, and that does help with the water matchup. And yeah, Infernix has Draft Pearl, and the reason for Draft Pearl is it does help with my air matchup as Fire Breath, Gust, Peace of Mind, Phoenix Flame. The reason I actually have Gust is mainly for Snag Goop, and of course other things too, but it's just nice to have that other option for removal. Mainly because Poison Barbs would kind of be a threat otherwise, and Air would kind of smack me, as well as Poison. But I do like the Gust, and I do think that I don't really need another coverage move, and it just helps in general to have the utility. And it's just standard clever because, taking range hits is nice, and my melee defense bulk on this team is already pretty good. I'm not really worried about things like Hunder or anything. Yeah, Pyrelin, Rageful Plushie, it's just Rainbow Pyrelin, because it's able to beat Namori, Bar Blast easier. Mainly Namori, because that's like the biggest threat. And yeah, so it's just the set that I made. Basically, I forgot what it does, but you take ranged hits. Well, I think there's some kind of defense creep that I made, and then speed same as Seer Knight. And yeah, the reason I have this mainly for opposing air teams, because of course you could run Eruptodon if you wanted to, but I feel like with Eruptodon you are a little weak to opposing air teams and toxic teams. So I do like Powerland for that, because you're usually not going to need Eruptodon in other matchups. So yeah, I do appreciate Powerland's ability to be able to beat those types that you do kind of lose to otherwise. And yeah, Ikazune specialty boots, dual pivot, dual stabs, pure smart because I like the damage and the speed isn't necessary for anything. And it's just standard set. The reason I have specialty boots Ikazune is because I already have a lot of power on this team, and Ikazune is very good against water and air with specialty boots, and it's just really good in general. I do like Scarf Ikazune a lot, and it has proved to be quite good. And yeah, next up, Revenant Clutch Plushie and 3 attacks with Shadow Sprint. And the reason I have Shadow Sprint is mainly because Revenant is going to be able to be sort of my safeguard against offensive threats that might be able to beat me. And Shadow Sprint is nice for Fairglyph, which is something that Fire will struggle with a little bit. And just mine teams in general, because it does have a pretty good matchup versus those. And just very smart to do with maximum damage and the standard set. 250 energy, range attack, speed, and then melee attack. And lastly, we have Vocaloa, Blossom Shell, Savage Greed, Coconut Bomb, Earthquake, and Brawn Boost. The reason I have Very Nimble is mainly because of I just want to be faster than everything, really. Even something like Hunter, well, you do speed type, but I just want to make sure I'm faster than everything, because being able to do that with Vocaloa is quite useful. They do have Savage Greeds for the Ancient matchup, because you don't really need Blaze Punch uh, on Mono Fire. Yeah, Savage Greed is just a lot more useful. And it's just a standard set, 259 energy. I think that was an energy creep I had a while back. I'm pretty sure it's still useful, but yeah, you might need to change that. But yeah, anyways, that is the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is my fire type team. Yeah, did pretty well, and I am pretty happy with it. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe if you guys did enjoy, and that is it for today. See you next time.